Hi friends, my name is Kim. Welcome back to Healing Cottage Homestead. Welcome to my kitchen. So happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a recipe that I found in a magazine. And the magazine is current. It's Food Network magazine, Easy Chicken Dinners, 125 weeknight recipes. And we're going to make Mediterranean chicken and artichokes. So I'm just going to cut my chicken breasts in half so that they cook faster. And this calls for pounding out the chicken breast. And I'll just go ahead and cut those in half, which will give us a similar effect. We're going to go ahead and add them to our skillet. Nope, skillet's not hot enough yet. So we're going to give it a minute. And the skillet's not hot enough yet because I didn't plug the skillet in. So while we're waiting for the skillet to warm up, I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper one side of the chicken. And I'll tell you what ingredients we need for this recipe. So this calls for 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, salt and pepper, 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, a 9-ounce package of frozen artichoke hearts thawed and patted dry. I could not find frozen artichokes. Kroger said that they had them, but when my order was delivered, they did not have them. So I'm using jarred artichokes, but they're not marinated. They're just plain artichokes. 1 small red onions cut into wedges, 3 cloves of garlic, a teaspoon of dried oregano. I'm not a fan of that, so I'm going to use the Greek seasoning. 3/4 cup of chicken broth, a 1/4 cup of pitted Kalamata olives, and I have some from a previous recipe that are sliced, so we're just going to go ahead and use those. Fresh parsley, I don't have that. Crumbled feta cheese, a 1/4 cup, and it calls for a 1/4 cup of sliced peppadew peppers. Not heard of those, and my grocery store did not have those, so we're not going to use those peppers. I'm going to go ahead and start slicing this onion while we're waiting for the pan to get hot. And the first step is to place our chicken breast between 2 pieces of plastic wrap, which I said I'm not doing that part. I cut them in half. And then we are going to cook the chicken undisturbed until golden on the bottom, 4 to 5 minutes. Turn and cook until the other side is golden. Transfer to a plate and set aside. Then we're going to work on the other ingredients, and then we'll add the chicken back in to cook the rest of the way through. I'll go ahead and wait until I'm going to put those in the pan, and I will cut those. I'm going to go ahead and put my Greek seasoning on my chicken. And then we'll salt and pepper the other side. Add our Greek seasoning. Okay, now that we've turned them, we'll wait for the other side to cook, and I will read to you a little bit from our 759 Secrets for Beating Diabetes. And so this is all about filling your cart with smart carbs. And I thought this was very interesting. So choose cereal. Carbohydrates aren't the devil, despite their reputation. Yes, they do raise blood sugar, but cutting them out isn't the answer for many good reasons. The trick is controlling the types of carbs you eat and how much of them you consume. You'll definitely want to up your intake of whole grains, not only for their fiber, but also for their antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Choose cereal with at least 5 grams of fiber per serving. So that is fiber from brand cereal is associated with less inflammation in women with type 2 diabetes. So that's an interesting fact. I'm not sure why it's just women, but curious about that. Experts believe inflammation plays a major role in diabetes as well as the development of heart disease. So doctors found people who ate whole grain cereal every day were 28% less likely to have heart failure over 24 years. Buy old-fashioned oats instead of instant cereal packets. I completely gave up oatmeal. I ate the instant cereal packets. So if you're debating between oatmeal and cold cereal, choose oatmeal. That's a surprise to me. It has fewer calories than most cold cereals, and unlike most cold cereals, oatmeal is high in sugar-stabilizing soluble fiber. In fact, research has found that eating 1 cup of oatmeal 5 or 6 times a week can reduce the risk of getting type 2 diabetes by 39%. It also helps to lower cholesterol. But the instant packets usually contain added sugar, not to mention sodium, which can raise blood pressure. An apple-flavored instant oatmeal, which was my favorite, from a packet has 229 milligrams of sodium. A cup of rolled oats only has 3 milligrams of sodium, and its hearty, chewy texture can't be beat. Choose bread with the word whole in the first ingredient. So not just that says on the outside of the package, whole wheat, but make sure that the first ingredient on the back has the word whole in it. Looking at the bread's color won't tell you if it's really a whole grain. You have to read the ingredients list. Breads that are enriched wheat flour as the primary ingredient have been stripped of most of their nutrients. In fact, about 11 vitamins and minerals are lost in that process. So that is amazing to me. It also says look for extra fiber bread. Some companies are selling bread with increased fiber and fewer carbs. 2 slices contain the same amount of carbohydrates that are in 1 slice of regular bread. You can also find English muffins with 8 grams of fiber per serving for 100 calories. That's 35% of your daily fiber target. And then bulk up on your stock of beans and lentils. These are complex carbs that also supply a load of protein without a lot of calories or fat, making them nearly perfect foods. Keep black beans, kidney beans, pinto beans, chickpeas, white beans, and lentils on hand to add to your soups, salads, and pasta dishes. And when you are eating pasta, upgrade to whole wheat pasta. Well, I don't like whole wheat pasta, so I just limit the amount of pasta that I eat. You know that's one of the things that I do. I'm not a fan of artificial sweeteners, so I just limit desserts. But I think this book is very, very interesting. I'm going to pull the chicken out because it is golden on both sides. And I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil to our skillet. We're supposed to divide the 3 in between the 2, the chicken and then the vegetables, the 3 tablespoons, and divide it between the chicken and the vegetables. And now we're just adding our red onion which I just realized I was supposed to put in wedges and I'm putting them in slices. I think that'll be okay. And we're going to add our artichokes. And it says to cook these for about a minute. We want to season with salt and pepper. I'm going to put a little bit more of the Greek seasoning in. We're going to add in our garlic. And I'm going to use about a tablespoon. We're going to add about a 1/4 cup of our olives. Maybe a little bit more. Because I really like olives and garlic. And then we're going to add our chicken broth. And then we're going to add our chicken back in. We're going to cover it. And we're going to let this cook for 6 to 10 minutes or until the chicken and vegetables are cooked through. Let's see if our chicken is done. I'm pretty sure it is. We want an internal temperature of 165. Yeah. So let's go ahead and plate this up. Okay, here's our finished dish. It smells wonderful. Let's give it a taste. Very nice, very light. Very fresh, which is ironic because the only thing fresh in it is the onion, but it's very, very light. And the chicken's moist, cooked perfectly. The artichoke flavor is great. I love the olives, and you can taste the garlic. So this is a really, really good dish. I'll give you the nutrition information. You're looking at per serving 364 calories, 16 grams of fat, 112 milligrams of cholesterol, so a little high. Carbohydrates only 10 and fiber is 5. So 10 grams of carbohydrates minus the 5 grams of fiber means we're at 5 net carbs. So super, super low carb. And protein is 44 grams. So this is an absolute winner of a dish. And it's, like I said, it's very light and very good. It would be good because it's so light or so low in carbs. You could have some pasta with this, some angel hair, which gives you about, I think, 28 grams of carbs and a half a cup. A little bit of orzo. Definitely worth it to have something like that with this, although you can eat it just like this with a salad. I think that would be delicious as well. That's probably how I will eat it. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like or a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, Healing Cottage Homestead. I post diabetic friendly videos every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, often low carb like we have today, almost always under 30 minutes unless I'm using a slow cooker, and then our prep time is minimal. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And I really enjoyed our time together today, friends, and I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care.